Morning, everybody. Morning, morning, morning. I'll be right with you. Just get a couple audio things going on here, as always. Morning. What's happening? We're going to get there. Promise you that. Great morning, everybody. Saturday morning. Hey, what's going on out there? What's happening? What's happening? I see you. I see you. I see you. Happy holidays. Take my microphone up a little bit, if I may, because I noticed that sometimes it gets a little low. Not really sure why, but just choose to let to figure it out. Here we go. Yeah, sounds more like it. Great morning, everybody. Great morning, community. Great morning, Facebook. Great morning, Instagram. Great morning to everybody on YouTube. I am Mitch Race, and this is the Mitch Race podcast. Good to see you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you all. Happy holidays, everybody. How are you all doing out there? I see you. I see you. I see you, and I hear you. Well, I don't hear you, but I see you, but I kind of hear you. Anyway, how's everybody doing? I am Mitch Race, and welcome to the Mitch Race podcast. I want to thank you all for tuning in. I'm so excited to be here. It's holiday season. I'm alive. You're alive. We are blessed and highly favored, and that's got to be a great feeling. I hope it is for you. It certainly is for me. Um, I am Mitch Race, and I get the opportunity. I love to, I choose to help seasoned professional men and women who are distracted, unclear, and don't know their value gain clarity and vision so that they can become the best version of themselves while earning their desired high level income to match their image. And I hope that you all can hear me really well. So, and if you can, just give me a little sign out in the Instagram because I can see you. So I just give me a little thumbs up that you can hear me or something that says, "Hey, Mitch, I hear you." Cool, cool. All right. Welcome, Florida. So today we're going to talk about something, and I think this is kind of interesting. A matter of fact, I know it is kind of interesting because it's a subject that is probably one of the more, I think, controversial subjects, things that happen to us during the holidays, and this is not just a holiday thing, but this is also going to be a life thing, and you're going to be able to definitely relate to this. And if you can relate to this, just put relate, and if you can get value from this, just put value. But we're going to talk about to give or not to give. This is the self-esteem question. And I hope that everybody has enjoyed their Christmas and all that you've been given and all that you have also given. And I think that after the Christmas holiday, it's a great time to kind of reflect and ponder on this question, on both of these things that you have given and that you have been given. Usually during the holiday season, people are doing too much, way too much. We're all doing way too much. We're running here, we're running there, we're running everywhere. And we have all this frenzied activity and we don't reflect. We don't really have a chance to kind of like stop, pause, think, reflect, react about how being the giver and the receiver actually can boost, or in some cases, has a negative impact on your self esteem. And you're probably saying, well, listen, don't be so heavy, Mitch. We're talking about Christmas, right? Yeah, we are. But we're also talking about real life. So you're probably saying, oh, well, just lighten up. Okay, I feel light and I'm going to lighten up. But I think that we need to unpack how giving or not giving, and maybe even how not even having, actually can impact your self esteem. You feel me? And if you're getting value, let me know. I want to be able to know that I can see you. Let me know in the chat. Okay. So we all know those people. We all know people. And we may even be that person who has given much in the way of money, time, and sacrificed in and of themselves. Money, time to family, friends, relationships, companies. And thank you very much out there for letting me know. Sorry for the pause. And maybe we haven't even given a thought, not even to how, giving to themselves or ourselves, maybe even a trinket or or even the thought of a gift or something. And on the other hand, there are those on the receiving end, got many great gifts, money, traveled well, ate well, crazy well. And listen, do not get me wrong, because there's a lot to be grateful for, a lot, and you should celebrate. And I am not knocking blessings, and I'm not bitter about what I haven't received. Okay. And really, to confess, I tend to be along the lines a giver. And that in itself bears and carries its own cross. Okay. So, by the way, receiving for me is huge. I know a number of people who gave money, time, love, and care during this holiday season. Some cause, um, or they treated people really well. They did a lot of cool stuff. Um, Also, clothing. They gave clothing. They contributed food. They helped at shelters. I know a few people in the community that do that and have done that. And inarguably, this is needed and deeply appreciated by the receiver and also fills the giver. So this kind of dovetails nicely as to how, given the holidays, giving during the holidays can positively impact self esteem by fostering a sense of purpose, value, and connection to others, essentially making you feel good about yourself by contributing to the well being of others, really thinking about other people and not thinking about yourself, especially when aligned with the spirit of the holiday season. So, a few quick points about how giving boosts your self esteem or boosts self esteem in general for anyone. Giving gives you a feeling of purpose. When you actively help others, it can reinforce your sense of purpose and meaning in life, leading to increased self worth. What a benefit. You see the impact of this often out here, and it's amazing to see. But the feeling of purpose that comes along with doing this can really change your life as well as the other person's life. And this can have powerful long term impact. Giving positively affects your spirit of gratitude and feeling connected. The act of giving can grow gratitude within yourself and strengthen your bonds with others, enhancing your overall sense of well being. Super important. Super important. Giving has positive social impact, has an impact on your social life, your even society. Seeing the positive impact of your gift on someone else, how it's affected them, can create a feeling of accomplishment and satisfaction, boosting your self image. Think about the last time that you actually gave someone something, whether it's in the season or out of season, particularly the season, maybe the season. And then you thought of it as no big deal. But to them, it was exactly what they wanted and needed. To them, it meant the world. Do you remember that? Do you remember their expression? You remember the look on their face, the happiness or the excitement that kind of overwhelmed them, and so much, in fact, that you could actually see it and feel it, and it was overwhelming you. It made you want to tear up, and maybe you did, and maybe you even cried, which would be okay. And maybe they cried, and that would be okay. But can you recall that moment? Didn't that put a smile on your face and in your heart? Didn't that feel phenomenal? I felt that feeling. I love it. Giving boosts self efficacy. That is the belief in yourself, in your ability to complete a task or achieve a goal. Giving actually increases a person's confidence in controlling their behavior. It says, I can. It says I can do something. It says something to the self-image, that person in you. It says that I can do something good. It says I can do something for someone else other than myself. Successfully giving back to your community can build confidence in your abilities and self efficacy. Again, that is the belief in yourself. So, giving actually supercharges that belief in you, your own personal belief, your own ability to complete a task or a goal. That is valuable. I want to give you a couple of important considerations. These are just a couple of important things, maybe, to think about when it comes to giving. Authenticity matters. Your actual giving from the right place matters. Ensure your giving is genuine and motivated by a desire to help, not just to gain external validation. Don't give because you think that you're going to gain something, or it big ups you to make you feel good, or it's a great thing in social media to do. Give from your heart. Make sure it comes from the right place, that it comes from a place of kindness, that it comes from a place of consideration. Because I'm sure that we've given outside of ourselves because of those reasons. I'm sure that somewhere in your life, my life, in the lives of others out there, that we didn't give from such a good place. And we're going to come to that as well a little bit. So authenticity does matter. Okay, a person's going to pick up on that. Balance is key. This is the other important consideration. This is the other thing I really want to talk about. While giving is beneficial, avoid overextending yourself financially or emotionally during the holidays. And I know this for a fact that this can be tough. So I'm saying this from a place of experience. This is the line many times that gets crossed and can create all kinds of negative feelings within our self image and our self esteem. How so? Overcompensation. Overcompensation and forcing yourself to give can mess with your confidence, making you feel guilty instead of good, causing you to second guess and people please. And I know that we can agree that these are not the best feelings that support our sense of well being and diminish our sense of value and self worth. Think about it. I'm a bad father. I didn't give my son or my daughter what they wanted. I'm a bad husband. I don't feel so good about myself. I'm not valuable. I'm a bad wife. I'm a bad partner. I am the wrong I ams. I don't feel good about myself now. I'm not worthy. So you do it anyway because you know that, wow, if I don't do it, they're going to hate me. They're going to lose all respect for me. You ever heard that? You ever heard somebody say, they're going to lose all respect for me? I agree. I'm seeing a comment here. The joy you're giving, yes, is the pleasure and blessing that one receives. Yes, it absolutely is. So yeah, this can cause all kinds of negative feelings. It just affects your value. You feel like it. If it can affect your value, that's the thing. So now let's take a quick look though at how not giving during the holidays can negatively affect self-esteem. Not giving gifts during the holidays can negatively affect self-esteem by creating feelings of inadequacy, guilt, or like you're not contributing to the festive spirit, especially if surrounded by others who are actively participating in gift giving. It's a lot of fun when people are doing that, right? Not so much fun when you don't feel that way. So not doing so can make individuals feel like they're not participating in the activities. It makes you feel like you don't fit in, and that leads to comparisons and a sense, yeah, of just like not fitting in. So the key reasons why not giving during the holiday season can impact your self-esteem: social pressure. That's a biggie. The holidays often come with a strong social expectation to give gifts, money, whatever, leading to a sense of not being able to fulfill. If you can't give, excuse me, I'm sorry, let me go back over that for a second. The holidays often come with a strong social expectation to give gifts, so not doing can make individuals feel like they are not participating fully and could be judged by others. Have you been there? Guilt and obligation is another negative. Some people might feel guilty if they can't afford to give gifts, leading to a sense of not being able to fulfill their duty during the holiday season. That goes back to, oh yeah, I couldn't get my kid this, I couldn't get my person that, and they feel guilty because in some cases they just can't afford it. Things are expensive, and it might even break their heart that they can't do it. And when your heart is involved and you feel crushed, you don't move. You can't move from that position. It's hard. So guilt and obligation is a big thing. If you're giving out of gift, out of guilt and obligation, or if you're not giving because of those reasons, comparison to others. We just talked about that, but now we're going to go into it because I skipped the point. Comparison to others. Seeing others generously giving gifts can lead to comparisons and feelings of inadequacy, especially if someone is struggling financially and cannot reciprocate. I'm going to add to that, where it says comparison to others, I'm going to add an emotion that possibly goes along with that: jealousy. And that's a dangerous emotion. A person can become jealous during the gift giving season. Not cool. Not cool. Not giving, it has an impact on your sense of belonging. The act of giving can be seen as a way to connect with loved ones and contribute to a shared experience. So, not doing so might make someone feel less connected, less worthy, less valuable as a family member, friend, or a partner. So that being said, I really hope that you got value from all of this, because just a little bit that I was able to go into, because it's a lot, there is really a lot to unpack on this. And I learned a great deal, but I hope that you got value, because whether in the holiday season or not in the holiday season, it can really impact your person, giving or not giving. And it can get you stuck and keep you from not from and keep you from moving forward to the best version of yourself. And I'm going to go over some of these comments because I do think they're valuable. So if you do have anything you'd like to say on your Instagram, I can see you. Facebook, I want to thank you very, very much for your comments that you leave. And I'm going to get to the point where I'll be able to see you and start to kind of like interact a little bit more with you and look at your comments, because those things are valuable. This is what creating community is all about. This is what being able to learn from and grow into the best version of ourselves, helping, supporting our self-image muscle and building that up, and our self-esteem muscle, and knowing our value. It comes from conversation, not just from looking and looking at each other, or just not looking, just not looking at the screen. It comes from conversation. So if you have something to say, do say it. If it's valuable, it probably is. It may help save someone's life. It may help build someone. And I think that those things are important. So I'm going to go over a couple of notes really, really quickly, because I do believe I'm good on time. I'm going to go over the last one. I'm definitely going to send this particular podcast to my niece. She is feeling so bad that she didn't have money to give any gifts. She has 5 kids and she don't have it like that. And she felt real bad. Listen, I want to thank you so very, very much for sending this to your niece. And I hope that she kind of really this helps her to be able to see, because I can speak to that. I feel as a giver, and I'm sure she's got a really great heart, that if I don't give and someone really, really needs it, I almost, in many cases, I do it. And yeah, we can call it a sacrifice, but we feel really bad. We feel really compelled to give, even if we don't have it. And then we can't give it, and we definitely don't have it. And we really feel bad as a result of not having it. It messes with our self-esteem and our self-worth, because we wonder, why don't we have it? When are we going to have it? What's going to change in our life to help us to be able to give great gifts and to have wealth? And this is how your self-esteem gets affected, by not having. I appreciate the comment of the joy of giving is the pleasure and blessing one receives. Absolutely. It's reciprocal. They walk hand in hand. It's always a blessing to give. I agree. I agree. I agree with that. So, yeah, I just want to, again, thank you. I want to thank you for your shares. I want to thank you for tuning into the podcast, to the Mitch Race podcast. And, um, and if this message has given you value, or if you see that this is going to give someone else value, by all means, do feel free to share it with them. These things are going to be posted, so you're going to be able to watch the recording back on it. And just know that whether you give or whether you don't, that you are still valuable, and that the reason for the season really is Jesus Christ and God, who gave his only begotten Son. He gave and sacrificed obviously the biggest thing in his life, the most valuable thing in his life. And him, by doing that, gave us life so we may have it more abundantly and eternally. So when you talk about sacrifices and giving, I don't know if I doubt very seriously if it gets any bigger than that. So you talk about someone giving up something, sacrificing something huge, and losing something, and we get to gain from it. Well, let's just say that that's probably the biggest takeaway of them all. And it's time for me just to drop that mic. But think about that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You are valuable. I see you. I hear you. And I feel you. And I want to really, truly, again, thank you. And I want you all to have an amazing, amazing holiday season. Love up on your loved ones. Help each other to grow. Be kind. Give something during this season. Even if it's just a smile, it's free. Give it and give it again and again and give it freely. This has been the Mitch Race Podcast. And I'm going to be signing off, but I want you all to have an amazing, amazing remainder of the holiday season. And I want you all to kind of keep pushing towards the best version of yourself as we go into 2025. Let's go in together. Let's learn, let's grow, let's build. Have an amazing day, everybody. Talk to you soon.